So yesterday I was talking about building a character from or putting together a tabletop RPG character from build first, and I totally forgot to mention like the other couple ways you can actually put together a character. Um, One of them is literally just steal an idea from a movie or a book or something like that. And like, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. The character will become their own character through role playing them. But that's not the one I really want to go into detail. I do have a character that was basically that. But I want to talk about if there's just a general concept of what you want to play. You know, you want to play the back alley brawler, or you want to play the the rogue with a tragic past. You know, as cliche as it is, it's a fun trope. You know, the arena fighter, the clever wizard, the craftsman. You know, something like that. That's honestly a good starting point for a character. Literally, one character that unfortunately he died because of a very rough set of roles. There was nothing that could be done. Honestly, the character, when I got to actually test him out in the situation that he should be able to function in, he ended up doing really well. So like, it was just bad roles in the situation that I ended up losing the character in. But I got to use him as an NPC. His whole concept was, I want someone who fights dirty. I want someone who doesn't fight fair. I want someone who is literally just, I'm going to hit you as hard as possible in any way possible. And if that means kicking you in the nads, if that means throwing dirt in your eyes, if that means spitting in your face, we're doing it. I'll drop your pants if I need to. His name was Odd. He was a tiefling. He was a rogue, but he wasn't a stealthy-based rogue. He was actually a strength-based rogue with some toolkit to still be able to like pick locks and do all the things that people expect a rogue to be able to help with. But his combat focus was actually a two-handed weapon with strength, and he would use, since this was Pathfinder, he would use dirty tricks, which required CMB. Now, CMB is based off of a combination of your BAB, your strength, and your dexterity, I believe. So him having a high strength and a reasonable dexterity was still actually very good. And basically, the flow of combat would be as follows. Turn one. I trip you, spit in your, or I blind you in some way, spitting in your face, throwing dirt in your face, something like that. Round two. I throw an attack at you, and because you are now blind, it's guaranteed to be a sneak attack. And from there, he could also, instead of using all of his sneak attack die on the sneak attack damage, he could then also sneak in another dirty trick. And so he tripped the player's character that he was up against because they decided to fight him. And he knocks them down onto the ground. Now they're prone, guaranteeing more critical attacks on top of the fact that they were still blind for the round. And if they decide to try and stand up, that's an attack of opportunity with sneak attack. So the combat ended in that because like the player didn't want their character to die, and it was supposed to be just a friendly bout because they were like, I think I'm a better fighter than you, and he said, no, you fucking aren't, and he floored him. And so like, just the idea of you just want a character who like does a particular thing. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a build. It just has to be like I want them to be the smarmy asshole, and that's what you start with. Okay, well, what makes sense for someone who has this attitude? How would they fight? How would they navigate the world? How would they do different things? And how would they exist? And then your build just kind of falls in place because you start making choices for your build based off of what helps the role play. And I think that is also a very valid way to build a character. Look, you end up with a character at the end of the day. You got there somehow. That's all that matters. Okay? So, be excellent to each other. Be excellent to yourselves. And I will see you around.